Hello traders, can you hear me? Is the audio video clear? Let me know. Around 67% of the people are bullish. Vargish Joshua, welcome to the live stream. Saravanan sir, good evening. Welcome. Quickly share your view, traders. Now this is just a 5 minutes time frame chart of BTC. Now you can see this trend line is acting as support 1, support 2, support 3, support 4. Again, market is moving towards the upside. This was the day's high resistance zone. Market has corrected from this area. Okay, market is respecting this trend line and moving towards the upside. And let me just see this. Here, this is looking like a channel pattern situation. If this setup, if you had considered this setup, okay, one more candle, if I'd have got something like that, then it would have been some kind of rising wedge pattern. Here's these levels is considered as resistance. Now it is in upward channel pattern. So I mark this zone. I'm considering this area as no trading zone, the upper zone, lower zone. This area is acting as support, because in some time, if market opens, if it moves towards the downside, if I enter here after trapping, it can reverse. So we'll wait for some time. We'll look into the global market data, what it is saying, then we will decide. Dow Jones at this point of time is slightly positive. S&P 500, Nasdaq, we have to get the data. Lokanathan sir, good evening. Adav sir, good evening sir. Mahesh Kumar sir, hello, welcome. So as of now, upward channel pattern, market has been continuously bullish. We will see how US market, things like that react. From support zone only, market is moving up without breaking the support. So after hunting the stop loss, if it had started to move, then maybe I could have decided bullish trade. SNK sir, welcome to the live stream. I'll start looking at the index, okay? Dow Jones, where it is, how is it performing? All those things we will look into one by one. Now, if you look at the chart of Dow Jones, here it's coming to this previous supporting area, okay? But there has been continuous correction in Dow Jones. So this is one thing. Sorry, my mistake. Dow Jones has been continuously correcting here. That's what I thought. There is some bearishness in Dow Jones. We'll mark this zone where market formed a double bottom. Double bottom it formed, right? I'll mark this zone and keep. And here this area previously it was acting as a resistance. Once that level is broken, it is supposed to act as support. But Dow Jones has given a breakdown. We'll look into Nasdaq after some time. S&P 500 has opened with a slight gap up area. This previous resistance only we will consider little lower than that as a resistance, and supporting zone can be around this zone. This is fine. Yeah, this is fine. This will consider as supporting zone. Previously market, this area was acting as support. Again market closed here itself, again opened at the upper level. We'll see how market reacts. Based on that, we will take some decision. This downside movement, if market does also little, is it going to hunt the stop loss and then recover? That is a bit confusing. S&P 500 minus 40, Dow Jones flat, Nasdaq after this gap up opening, still it's not reflecting here. So these two data, once it reflects, we will see. Anyways, I have marked the support and resistance zone. %63% bullish. Palladam Real Estate. Good evening, sir. Vichara, good evening. As of now, if I have to take an entry also, since support zone is respecting, this only we have to see, right? As long as the support zone market doesn't break, it has chances of moving up to this resistance. But problem, you see, 1:1.2, like that risk reward we are getting. So that's one concern. We have to reduce the stop loss if we are entering. But this is the basements, we have to give this as the supporting zone. We'll see here. Dow Jones, a bit of recovery. Here this is holding. Support zone, this is one of the important support zone. That's why I am saying, can I enter here? Risk reward is not sitting properly. That's one concern. We'll see what the market does. In case I miss out on this opportunity, then if market is moving towards the upside and it's converting to a wick or something like that, and it's not giving a proper closing on the bullish side, then reversal is something which I can consider. Oh, this data is reflecting. $15 minutes delay. Fed bar speech, that is there. Crude oil stock changes, inventory changes, that data is there. Gasoline, health, and all of these things only we have as of now. You're showing continuation. Let us see. If I enter now also, stop loss has to be here. Target like this I have to plan. Sorry, entry if it is here. 1:1.5 is not sitting. For Dow Jones, the upper resistance, yes, I have discussed about this zone, right? 320, 330 range. This area will be the upper resistance. I have not taken any entry as of now. I'll just wait. I don't know how many of you looked at the morning view. Morning itself I had discussed about this resistance area from where market can move towards the downside. So Ethereum still, it's getting close to the resistance zone what I shared in the morning. And apart from that, gold, this was the resistance zone what I shared. From then on, gold is just in the correction zone. Oil though is near the support zone. There are some news about oil and all. So it's gone below the support zone, but now it has come to the supporting zone. So at this point of time, planning for bearish trade is not a good idea in oil. Gold, fine. How many of you trade in gold? I've not taken this trade. Okay. I'll remove this. Morning, what time? Today morning, I discussed about the zones for BTC. 1,19,325, 345. That was the resistance area. For crude oil, same. All these levels were already discussed. Gold, this was the resistance zone. Any new setup? Still, I have only not entered any setup. I'm just waiting to see if this breakdown, if it is going to be a trap or continuation on top side, if the breakout is going to happen or it's going to be a trap. That is what I'm waiting to look at. This trend line is acting as support, you can see. It's in an upward channel pattern. Good evening, sir. Your level update on Telegram channel is really good for learning, sir. Okay, thank you. As long as you're making use of it, I'm happy. To 5. Nothing interesting I'm able to see at this point of time. That's why I'm just waiting for US market to give some kind of signal so that I can look into any trade. That also is not giving too much conviction. Not even 10 minutes, I'm getting bored about this market. There is one trend line here also, you can see, right? Trend line acting as resistance and things like that. So I'll remove this trend line, not required. I think yesterday it was a funny thing. After taking my stop loss, nice momentum towards the upside. This only, I think, after exited here only somewhere, right? So after my exit, close to 1,300 points before today's market opening. Setup was fine, logic was fine, but entry little bit I missed out yesterday. Hopefully today. Whatever I think, market will do what it wants to do. I'll just turn off the screen for a minute. We'll mark the zone and keep as of now. Breakdown, market has given trendline breakdown. Volume is only now slowly spiking up. We'll see how it goes. To trade in gold and crude oil, we need different broker. Is it true? Yes. See, basically we cannot do forex and things like that. It is against the government rule. Many people join different, but crypto trading, Delta Exchange specifically, is FIO registered. Don't you think if they wanted to add gold, they can add also? But if they do that, they will get into trouble. So that's why, since crypto trading is legal, they're sticking to only that as of now. Channel support, market is not yet broken. One on zone, these zones and all can be target towards the downside if market shows continuation. Still 2 more minutes for this candle to close. Now in recent time, I'm looking at the market in a 5 minutes time frame itself. BTC में ट्रेड बैन रही है सर क्या? In Exynos, I don't think you can open new account and things like that. In Delta Exchange, if there is trade ban, why will I trade? Please share thoughts about Nifty. That I will share during pre-market report, right, sir? You join my free Telegram group. Morning we will share. It's a strong continuation. US market and all is kind of positive. BTC though, from the upper level, it is giving nice correction. $800, 600 points movement already. Please share thoughts. Hello sir, I've been following you for some time and you are amazing. Thank you sir, thank you for the feedback. Of course this breakdown I can see, but still that conviction is not coming to take a bearish trade as of now. Candle closing is not yet happened. You're finding it difficult. Traders, this zone I was considering as, okay, the area. Market has given a closing below that zone. So little we will wait and see. In case we get a breakdown setup, then we can. From the time I've been saying this can convert to false breakdown also. US market is positive. That is fine. Meanwhile, we will just see for short trade if we enter. Let's say we enter at the current zone, or if market goes below this level, stop loss will be 300 points. Target will be this. So seems like a okay risk reward for the trade. I'm getting worried that this can get converted to false breakdown. That is the only reason I'm waiting. Let's to this zone. Have to get my stop loss here if market comes to this support. Let market give closing below this. Okay, then we will look into any bearish trade, or else sometimes this gets converted to trap. So exactly timing the market also is difficult. See, it's getting converted to false breakdown. That's why still I'm not entered. Little more conviction let me get. If there's a retest also is fine. Mm-hmm. 84, 85. One minute for this candle to close. Let it give closing, then we will enter. $36, $35. We'll be ready with our entry once we get a proper closing below this zone. Maybe we can consider. Breakdown has happened, retest has happened. So if continuation happens, then we will enter. In case it reverses from here, then again we have to wait for one more setup. Candle closed. It's holding on. How much long? Sir, is it an uptrend pattern and 0.5 has formed, right? 0.5 from where? From this zone. Okay, now little, if I don't enter now, I'll place the order. Okay, I've taken this trade. Stop loss little higher. So market is going. See here, we got a breakdown. Market went for a retest. We waited until the retest, and then market was able to break this low. When it was about to break this low, it was showing little confidence on the bearish side. That is when I have taken the trade, and for me the stop loss is reasonable. So whatever from my end based on price action stop loss hunting I have to do, that one I have done. Now it is completely up to the market to decide if it has to give me the target or not. And these levels and all can act as support zone. From here market can reverse, or this is the final zone from where I expect market to reverse or show continuation. I'll see. Let market show some sign. What is problem with 5 minutes time frame? If you wait until the candle closing, then what will happen? The movement will be over. If you enter at 3 minutes, proper closing you will not get, because crypto is volatile. Indian market though 1 minute also we can trade, no problem there. Good evening sir, good evening, welcome to the live stream. If I look at liquidation, on top side liquidation is around 1,19,000, at bottom liquidation is around 1,18,000. So 1,18,000 liquidation zone we have. Like 18,000, exact 18,000. Why not take call? See, to enter a call, I was thinking, okay, let it convert to false breakdown and let the market move towards the upside and give a closing above that. It did not do that. It started to show continuation here. So during this continuation, too much long if I wait, then it is a bit difficult. So here I have planned the entry. Stop loss is small, and one more thing is breakdown. This wick was a retest zone. Again here market was about to give a breakdown, so I looked for an entry at this area. It is Ethereum though reaching the resistance level what I gave, this though reaching the stop loss. Ethereum is getting very close to the resistance. Please be a bit careful. $390, 400 points. Dow Jones though holding on near previous day close. S&P 500, Dow Jones also. Nasdaq is in indecision zone. If wick forms also, it's a problem. Only as of now, Nasdaq is trying to move towards the lower level. S&P 500, Dow Jones and all is holding on. This though getting close to stop loss. Almost there. Almost near stop loss. Okay, it took the stop loss. Initial market did not sustain below this candle. I took a bit of early entry, that's fine. One more last setup I'll look into. So in case if it is happening, cool. It's given a strong closing. $360 points. We'll see, traders. We'll wait for some time. If this was just false breakout, then market from the upper level it can correct. At what area can it reverse? If it reverses, little buffer if we give. One issue here is this zone. Exact 786 level protection. That one thing I missed out, I guess. It's fine. We'll rearrange the support and resistance zone. And then I'll look for one last opportunity. What range is this? It is an uptrend. Just to 2.5. Support zone market is holding. That is one problem. This 786 level also. I'll wait. Because in case this starts moving towards the upside, the next setup for me will be from the upper level. After this breakout. First initial setup I'll focus on. In case I'm getting the opportunity, I will enter. Still not entered, waiting for the trade. This kind of... Sorry. This is a healthy pullback. I'll reduce the stop loss because one more attempt if I want to do on top, then it will be difficult. The upper zone, little above that I've placed the stop loss. Now based on this, I'm going for bearish trade. Let me just look at other index ones. So here, I'm going to just sell. I've entered the entry. This is the stop loss. Little bit pressure is there. It's okay. Too much complication I'm not going to do here. I'm going to take the setup. Confirm. As of now, just cost to cost. I'll let it be as it is. Ethereum getting very close to the resistance zone. Okay. Anyone who's interested, maybe if market gives a breakout or anything as such, you can look for an opportunity here. Okay. Why not take call? See, I have a calculation. So based on that, if it's going, then market is supposed to go down. 1 or 2 days here or there, based on stop loss hunting, I might have to give the stop loss. That's fine. This trend line is there. Market is sustaining below this trend line. This is the upper resistance which I'm considering for the day. If market breaks this level also from the upside level, I expect a correction only. So during the live, I can't wait for market to move up to this zone. It's staying below this area. And here it has given a decent pullback. It's respecting 786 level. All of these logic I have looked into, and I've given a buffer of this previous highs. So even after that buffer, if market wants to hit, it is up to the market. But if it goes below this zone, a strong supporting zone, then bigger movement possibility is there. Asif Iqbal, hello sir, welcome to the live stream. How many of you have entered this trade along with me? Let me know. SNK, Adrian, all of you guys have entered. Are you guys there in the crypto community group? Okay. Okay. So those of you are there in the crypto community group, you know, I've started to share the setups and things like that. Important support and resistance level for gold, Every day I'll start sharing, so please make use of it. Okay, you can expect some kind of bigger actions in the market near these zones. So for example, in gold, this area, in Ethereum, I'm expecting some kind of action. As of now, bearishness. Okay, and oil near the supporting zone, too much correction, but it's staying below the support. So no big trade here. There is news related to oil. So when there is no specific news and things like that, please have a look. All right. So gold fine. BTC also morning itself we had discussed. So if you have taken any bullish trade, try your best to book your profits at the upper level itself, so that or when you know it's very close to the resistance, think about closing your trade or trailing the stop loss as much as possible. This first resistance what I had given, market was holding on to this range. Once resistance breaks, what will happen? Resistance will act as support. Now where market has come, it has come to the support. One mistake I did there on the put option side. Hopefully there is no one more mistake. Please share similar posts in crypto community on Solana as well. Thank you. See what happens, right? I have to do Nifty Bank Nifty analysis pre-market that I have to share. Now along with that, this new commitment I have taken that every day I'll be sharing setup related to this, that I have to do. One more. So I will have enough free time before the market opens after sharing updates. But you have asked for Solana, definitely I will do that. Okay, Solana also I will add. By chance I don't do it tomorrow, remind me. I will add Solana also in the list and I'll share it with you guys. Balaji sir, good evening. Welcome to the live stream. Nice trapping market is doing both the sides, right? Today, nice trapping. Now, bigger spike has come. Okay, so make use of the spike. Hopefully, market breaks this zone and starts showing some continuation. In crypto, other altcoin like DOT, XRP is good to trade. See, I stick to the basic things. BTC is fine, Ethereum is fine, Solana is fine. More than that, other things and all, too much I don't pay attention to. Are you on mute? No, sir, I am not on mute. Are you guys able to hear me? Or okay, fine. Adrian sir, you please have a look. Others are able to hear. This zone market has to break, traders. When it breaks this zone only, bigger tension towards the downside will be created. Not trapping people on top also, at the bottom also. What is this market up to? Traders, one notice here. Please see this. Ethereum. Already I have discussed about this resistance zone morning itself. So please have a look at that. Okay. I currently have an exchange account and different referral. Can you please provide me with coin TCX link or any alternate platform options? I'm also interested in joining crypto. I'll tell you, sir. Some conversations is happening. If that works out, then I'll let you know. Okay. Just formed an upper zone, lower zone. It is just trading within that range. Premium channel. See, nothing. We have our crypto community group here, and this every day I'm starting to share important support and resistance level. Whenever I'm not trading in Indian market, I see setups here also. I'll start sharing that as well. Also, you will get access to my strategy. After this, two more strategies are there which I will be providing. Okay. Robin sir, I was just checking the data. The success rate of option selling strategy has become just 40%. Okay, so little work has to go towards that. So today I was discussing with the team on the backtested data and all, because now I'm focusing on other things, right? So I was not able to look into it. But some people who were traded last month, good success rate was there. This month little 40%, sometimes 35% weekly, like that. It's happening back and forth. So once I get more clarity, what additional hedge levels can I use, what strike price I can use, I'll update you. Okay. First I'll start discussing about start sharing the video about marking support and resistance level on the chart, how keeping previous day data, based on that how you mark important levels and where you can expect action in the market. Those kind of things I will discuss, okay, in that particular new course what I'm giving. Again, this area, if market access support, that's a problem. Please note that. Okay. Volatility is high in the market. Again, don't be surprised if it moves up. We have entered at the exact upper level, so for us things are kind of bit safe. Let market break this zone. If it breaks this zone, then these levels and all can be easy targets. As long as it doesn't break this zone, it's a problem. Okay, so thank you. Your 40% accuracy means it is not 1:2, it is 1:1. Before it used to give success rate of 80%. That was very good. But now, based on the volatility, little pressure in the market, so those kind of things are creating some problem. Just like that, I cannot give you the setup, right? Setup has to give conviction, and in all kind of situation, how you need to handle all those kind of example videos, everything I have to discuss with you guys. Just giving setup is not that's the easy part. This though as of now is just given around 400. Expectation is it has to give at least another 300 points. See, who consider yourself as a safe trader, you see this zone. Market is holding on to this zone. You want to exit means you book this 400 points profit and you close. Okay. Market is kind of volatile within this area itself. Just give me a second. I'm getting a phone call. The support zone, whoever wants to exit, you can exit. All right. Okay, no problem at all. Don't mind. Consider the request of for Nifty expiry special for small. And that one we'll look into. Where I have time, everybody has 24 hours only. Maybe I don't know how to prioritize my time. I feel always shortage of time. Again, this zone is acting as support. Safe traders I mentioned already to exit here. I'm just left the trade as it is. We'll see if it goes to the target, fine. If it goes to the stop loss, fine. Ethereum, nice spike, and then it is again holding on to this range. So similar kind of situation like BTC. Coin DCX and all, I will check and let you know, sir. Okay. Prabhakaran, I'll look into it, sir. I'll let you know. Again, support, resistance. Like this only it's playing. Reason why I'm not getting, see the stop loss what I've decided to give, this one is already decided, right? So that's why as long as I don't get a breakdown here, getting the stop loss towards the downside also is a bit of a problem itself. So little extra buffer, something, let's say I get the stop loss here. If it gives a breakout here, then again it can correct. This upper zone, lower zone, it's trading, right? So it can be volatile. That is why I'm not changed the stop loss. I've kept it as it is. which is being more profitable to you in YouTube crypto side or Indian market? See, Indian market for me, it has become comfortable, right? To a certain extent, a lot of things I'm able to relate. The same thing I'm implementing in crypto market. That fine tuning, all those things requires little more time. So the success rate compared to Indian market using the same exact concept here, it will be a bit tricky. So even I'm getting adjusted to it. So in Indian market and all, I would have got off the stop loss to the zone. In crypto, I cannot do. Based on that itself, to a certain extent, sometimes unnecessarily I've given this one, even if the direction is correct. Today I'm not saying direction is correct. Setup is formed. Setup is saying market can move towards the downside. Based on that, I have taken this trade. But I'm sure what it is, July, right? Another 3-4 months I'm spending here. Crypto new entry, what to say, sir? Market is holding on to this range. It's trading between that. Basically, the upper range and lower range, you see, market is trading between that range only. If you enter here, at least up to this zone, you have to give stop loss, at least. And there is a chance of market hitting that stop loss also. Probability is there. For me here, probability was looking higher, so the stop loss was looking reasonable, so I took that. Here, if you are entering, little probability will reduce. If a proper closing, at least below the zone, if you get above the breakdown candle, you can place the stop loss and try. That is something you can wait for. SN Raj, welcome to the live stream, sir. Good evening. This has become too much sideways, traders. Dow Jones has come to a supporting zone. This is a supporting zone for Dow Jones because this was yesterday. So a strong breakdown below this zone only will create some pressure, or else nicely it will start moving towards the upside and reach 20,700, 800. This zone it can reach. So little careful we have to be about that. Ethereum also giving good move, pullback. Hopefully we will see. Both, even BTC, is it correcting? No, BTC is holding on. Ethereum trades already I've given here, right? It moved up to this zone, stop loss, no change. So if the stop loss hits, without thinking too much, we need to exit. That's it. S&P 500 near the support yesterday's low, but little more if it comes to 6,230, 240 range, that will be good for us. Now it is time to come. Where is it? S&P 500. If it comes to this zone, 230, 240, 230 to 234 range. How much capital required for BTC minimum? See, let's say you're just trading with 10 quantity for practice. You need $25. $25 is what? 2,500, 3,000 rupees. But at least if you start with 10,000, you need to see the 10,000, how much days are you able to hold, right? Are you able to, you have to give small stop loss. You have to try for 1:3, 1:4 risk reward trades. So how many days you are giving that small stop loss? That you have to see. Based on that 10,000 rupees, how many days are you able to hold? That you need to see. That only will give you a lot of learning. If you stick to the rules, whatever it is, you stick to the risk reward without exiting quickly. Liquidity heat map. It is saying market is at the between 1,17,900, on top 1,19,400. So my upper resistance is, maximum resistance is this one. So hopefully market and all will not go up to that zone is my expectation. Sorry. But more sideways, more pressure it creates. Things becomes boring. Can you trade gold in XNS because Delta doesn't have gold futures? Kindly advise. I think people trade in gold in XNS. I have seen certain videos, but I don't have XNS account. I have not used that interface or anything as such. So I cannot comment on that. How many lots can one take? I am saying with 10k, just start with 10 quantities. So, okay, see how long you can hold on to that. Every trade that you take, you just take 10 quantity, minimum 1:3, 1:4 risk reward is what you have to see. All right, so that's how you need to try. Market holding on to this zone for too long, traders, and we are live for more than 1 hour now. Can we do as per liquidation heat map, market can go to 1,17,900 zone, right? I have chosen 800. If market goes here, this level, possibility it can do, right? So up to this zone, and in case if it starts moving towards the upside, there is liquidity at other places also, but recent highest is at 1,19,000, above this upper level itself. Double bottom pattern, you can consider this as W pattern. I'm not going to change the stop loss. Who wants to trail the stop loss here? If you want, you are worried, you please do that. I'm okay to give this risk. Ethereum, is it flying? Yeah, Ethereum has given a breakout. Sorry. Ethereum has given a breakout here. What news? What is there? I'm not sure about Ethereum. Let Ethereum fly. This BTC trade, whatever it is, I'm just going to hold it on as it is. We'll see candles closing. It is what, still 2.5 minutes is there, right? If it was just a wick near the resistance, then market can correct. But the candle is very big, right? So we need to wait for some kind of confirmation before taking any, or else we need to identify new support and resistance for Ethereum and then look into it. Only Ethereum is flying. Apart from that, nothing. All the index is just safe as it is. Maybe we have to check liquidation of Ethereum, maybe. Then we will get an understanding. Was the moment just for liquidation grab? I'm okay with the setup. No changing the stop loss. I'll leave it as it is. Liquidation heat map was, what is it saying? Symbols. There was liquidity, so market has gone to grab that. Let the market give a breakdown below this zone. Then I will try to trail the stop loss. Okay, cost to cost. Except Ethereum, everything is just as it is. No big change in Ethereum flow here. S&P 500 is the same zone. Dow Jones is in the same zone. Gold is in the same zone. BTC also in the same zone itself. The support zone market is not able to break, right? So that is the only problem that I am seeing in this particular trade. Supporting zone, if it breaks, then good momentum towards the downside. How to select momentum stocks? Now stock and all I don't even look into. I made many videos on YouTube already. When Nifty, Bank Nifty, Sensex, when these things only are giving you very good setup, why worry so much? Today, where was the first setup? Today I believe this was the first setup. Here I told people to close the trade because there's the supporting zone. From support zone there was movement. Even I did not expect this kind of movement in the market. Anyways, I thought this was stop loss hunting and I gave the stop loss. And I think from the upper zone I said do not look for any bullish trade. Market can move towards the downside. So where did I say this? That one. This is just going as it is. Yeah, I think in free Telegram group also around 12:48. This was the view about the market. I said I booked lost today in this trade. So the above setup I cannot enter because my daily limit is over. Even in this BTC trade, I will have a daily limit. If the daily limit, if it is crossed, I don't have to overtrade. Since the daily limit is already decided, there is no too much of pressure about losing money. Sometimes when we do silly mistakes, right, that is when little bit, okay, we knew certain things, this, why did I miss out, next time I have to look into that, like that mindset goes. Traders, if market is in within this range for too long, definitely it is getting boring. You guys know my target, you know my stop loss, what I have decided. If you're worried about giving stop loss up to this zone, maybe get your stop loss here. That's up to you. But I'm not going to change my stop loss. I'm just going to leave it as it is. There is not going to be any change in the stop loss level because this is predetermined. But in case market starts moving towards the downside, when it moves we will see, but I'm just letting you know, if market starts going below this zone, then definitely stop loss, if I keep here, it doesn't make sense. I have to get it as low as possible so that trailing stop loss, minimum profit, whatever it is there, I need to make this as a risk-free trade. Now between this zone, what to say about the market? If you have 1 lakh rupees, what should be the risk per? Are you ready to lose 1 lakh per day? No, right? So what you do, decide what is your risk per day. For example, let's say your risk per day is 1000 rupees or 1500 rupees. Okay? Or maybe let's tell $15. $15 is the risk what you take for every trade. In return, you will be looking for $30, $45, $50, like that your target has to be. So every day, if you start taking this trade with the capital that you have 1 lakh rupees, how many days do you think you can trade if you make loss every single day? 30 days you're trading. Every day 1500 rupees loss means how much is it? Close to 45,000, right? 45,000, 45,000, 90,000. Every day you make loss. Are you ready to take that kind of this one? A risk? 2 months if you keep doing you protect your capital as much as possible, exit as per your risk capacity, then a lot of things can change in your trading style. Just stick to your stop loss. Whenever you are booking your profit, book 1:2, 1:3, and just see that for 90 days. Things will be very good. And certain things you will learn. So when you learn those things, if you start avoiding certain mistakes, things can get even better. Ethereum though, definitely very nice momentum towards the upside. After discussing about the resistance, the setup, I did not focus about Ethereum itself. But anyways, the stop loss, anyone who would have given, by chance you have taken the Ethereum trade, this was the stop loss. Initially a certain moment it gave, but later it started to hunt the stop loss towards the upside. This setup, I'm getting bored about the setup, traders. In other index, there is no any. Dow Jones though has little potential to move towards the downside, and S&P 500 has. Nasdaq though proper reversal from the support zone. So in these kind of support resistance level, when we get opportunities, it would be very great. For example, in this resistance zone, if you had planned the entry, it would have been good. Yes, Ethereum though, little stop loss hunting would have happened, but other index near the resistance zone and when you get entry, things will be a bit smoother. Traders, this market is sideways. All right, you know my stop loss, you know my target. 1,17,780 zone is my exit point. 1,19,058 is my stop loss point. So too long, if I keep sitting in this market, there is nothing else to discuss about it. Okay, what I will do, this trade I'll let it be as it is. I'll close the live stream. Whatever is the status of this request, I'll let you know in the group. All right. How much stop loss limit can we set for Nifty future and option? And you have already told it is differs based on the risk appetite for individual. When there is risk appetite per individual, let's say basically there will most of the time 15 to 18 points risk is more than sufficient. Okay, I'm specifically speaking about Nifty. If your level, if you're entering at let's say important support zone or stop loss hunting zones, so for you to get confirmation, let's say this is, for example, this is stop loss hunting. After stop loss hunting, maximum let's say 15 points risk. When you see the bullishness, you give 15 points risk. If your view is right, market will go as per your direction. If it is wrong, then quickly that 15 points risk you take and close the trade, right? But depending on where the next support zones are there, next resistance level are there, based on that, sometimes risk capacity can go up to 25 to 30 points also. All right, this is something you need to take into consideration. Again, this market is coming to the sideways zone, cost to cost zone. There's nothing interesting I can see in the market as of now. This is my stop loss, this is my target, my entry is here. Market at this point of time is near my entry price itself. Those of you are worried, you want to close, maybe you can close. If you want, you can get your stop loss from upper level to this level, but I'm not going to make any changes. Already 2-3 times I have told. Whatever is the status of this trade, I'll let you guys know. Okay, more than 1 hour we have waited. I'll close this trade. I'll close the live stream right now. If the stop loss hits, whatever it is, I will let you guys know in the free Telegram. Those of you who wish to open account with Delta Exchange, you can do that. The link is there in the pinned comment. If you open account, you will get access to our crypto community group, where you will get to see daily important support and resistance level. You will get strategy, and the future strategy what I launch also, you will get access to that. All right, thank you everyone for participating. This is the stop loss, this is the target, this is my entry point. Market at this point of time is at cost to cost. Whatever it is, I'll let you know, traders. Okay, I'll close this live stream. Getting too much boring right now.